Hey, Coach Cruisers, welcome back. And those of you that are new to Coach Cruise, I'm your host, Brad. And anyway, today, as you know, we are going to be ranking the top free food offerings on the XL class from Carnival. And that is the ships, the Carnival Mardi Gras, the Carnival Celebration, and soon to be the Carnival Jubilee. This is going to be a ranking of 13 to 1. Now, our good friends, our creators over at Funnelheads, Andrew, he has compiled a list of his own. I'm going to put the link to his video in the description of this one, and you can see how our rankings may have varied. And so let's get into this ranking of the XL class right after this.
I just can't get away from a good time.
All right, so before we get into this, let me just say that ranking 13 to 1 again was incredibly difficult. And just because something is ranked low doesn't mean that it's not good. It's just there are so many really, really good, even great food offerings that are free in the Carnival XL class. They had to put them somewhere. We couldn't have a 13-way tie for first place, right? So this is why we're having these rankings. Now, again, go over to Funnelheads and check out their rankings. And then if you could, in the comments, put down which rankings you feel you agree most with. And then secondly, how would you rank them? I mean, you can go ahead and rank them 13 to 1 just like us, or if you just give us your top 2 or 3 or top 5, whatever you choose to do. And then also maybe tell me the ranking that I had of something that was very low that you thought should have been much higher on the list. So do that in the comments, and that'll be great. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe while you're there if you're not already a subscriber. Okay, so 13 is the pizza. All right, Pizza Road del Capitano. And I've said this before for you veteran Coach Cruisers out there. I live in Chicago. We have some of the best pizza in the world, not just the country, but the world. And quick fact here, when you come to Chicago as a tourist, they tell you that the deep dish is what Chicago is known for. Now, Chicago does have great deep dish pizza, but if you're a local, you rarely eat that. So if you want to get a taste of what the locals eat, you get the thin crust. And we have some of the best thin crust pizza, like I said, in the world. Now, when you compare that to, say, a cruise ship pizza, even a very good one like Pizza Road del Capitano, it's just not going to compare. And that's why it's at number 13 for me. So not to say that it's not good, not to say that it won't hit the spot and you won't enjoy it, but that's why it's ranked number 13 for me. Okay, number 12 is a new eating venue or venues, and that is the Street Eats. Now, these are appetizer-like servings of different street eats, and the unique thing about the street eats is they change on a daily basis. So, for example, I'll just give you one of them. One of them, specializes in like French fries, but not just French fries, but it's how they top them and what they put on them and what they do to them that makes them different on a daily basis. Now, that's one of my favorite eating venues, but they have a variety of different street eats that you can go to and try different like appetizers throughout the day. So it's a unique concept. It's a really good concept. And again, I did enjoy the street eats. It wasn't my favorite thing, but it was good. It was a nice change of pace, I guess you could say. So I did enjoy the street eats, but not enough to get higher on the list. So that's why they came in at number 12. Okay, number 11 for me is the Lido Buffet. Now, on the Lido Buffet and the XL class, there are a few more offerings, but honestly, it's still just a buffet to me. And I like to get the different selections of food. I like the dining experiences. So although it's a really good buffet, that's why I have it coming in at number 11. I know some people out there are big buffet fans, and if I just have, one or two choices, well, a buffet might be my choice. But when you give me 13 choices, it's going to be further down on the list. So I have the Lido Buffet coming in at number 11. Now this next one coming in at number 10. This one is going to create a debate. I've heard very different opinions on this selection, but that is Chabang. Okay, I've heard many people say they didn't really care for Chabang that much, and then I've heard many people say it was one of their favorites on the ship. For me, have gone about 3 different times, and the Chabang is a combination of Mexican and Asian cuisine. And I guess my opinion on it is, I feel like you're going to be stronger in an area if you specialize in one thing. For example, down the street from me, where I live, there is a combination of Kentucky Fried Chicken and Taco Bell. Okay, like fried chicken and Taco Bell are pretty far apart, in my opinion. They're both very good on a given day, but you understand what I mean. So I did have, a few meals here, and I just wasn't blown away. So that's why they only come in at 10, but I've had other people tell me, they've just had some fabulous meals here. So I can't wait to get back on the celebration in June again. That's the next time I'm going to go and give Chabang another try. And maybe the next time I do a rankings, they'll be further up on the list. Okay, number 9, and I love this. All right, and I debated on having this even higher on the list because it's so convenient and really good. But that's the Java Blue Cafe. Now, we all know the Java Blue Cafe specializes in coffee. In the mornings, people are lined up to get their coffee. But now, at lunch and into the early evenings, they're offering a variety of different sandwiches and things that you can just walk up and they're free. You can say, hey, you know what? I'd like to have one of those steak and cheese sandwiches. And they will throw it on the toaster oven for you and melt some cheese on top of it. Just hand it back to you. And you got a steak and cheese sandwich at no cost. And they have a variety of other different sandwiches that you can choose from. And again, they are free. You just walk up there and there is a cook behind there that's happy to help you out and grab the sandwich for you. Or 2 or 3 sandwiches if you're grabbing them for the family, and they will set you up with some sandwiches. And the great thing about that too is if you're having a beach day or something, wrap a couple of those sandwiches up in a napkin, take those out with you, and you got a little picnic on the beach. So I love that concept, but they come in at number 9. Okay, so number 8. And typically this has been one of my favorite things that's a free offering on the ship, but that is Sea Day brunch. So on Sea Days, you can go and get a brunch that has a wonderful menu. Now, it's dropped in rankings for me. I noted this on the previous rankings, is that they had a more extensive menu in the past, and some of the items that were our most favorite have been dropped from the menu. They still have a good selection of choices, and it's still a great breakfast or brunch that you can enjoy when you go to that. So that comes in at number 8 for me. Number 7. Now, on the previous rankings, I had the Pagan Anchors Sea Day Barbecue ranked very low. I think it was last or second to last. But on the XL class, it's more of a restaurant type format, and they have a number of different offerings besides just what they would offer on the Sea Day Barbecue on, like the Vista class and below. And for example, they have these loaded tots that are absolutely fabulous. On the first day of cruising, they also offer, and the menu changes on a daily basis, what the specialty of the day is. But I know usually on the first day of sailings, they offer a steak that is free at no extra charge, and you can just go in there and dine and have your dinner there. And when I was on the Mardi Gras, we took advantage of the Pagan Anchors specialty dining and really enjoyed it. Like I said, those loaded tots, I think next time I go, I'm going to order like 3 orders of loaded tots, and they are fabulous. So coming in at number 7 was the Pagan Anchor specialty restaurant. Okay, so let's move up to number 6. Now, taking the place of the deli on most Carnival cruise ships, on the XL class, is a sandwich station right next to the pizza place. Okay, and it's the Piazza Panini. All right, and they have a variety of different deli type sandwiches and paninis that you can get that are absolutely stupendous. You know, you're just going to absolutely enjoy some of the sandwich selections that they have at the Piazza Panini right next to the pizza place. And that's why that comes in at number 6. You know, as I said on the previous rankings, I'm a big fan of the deli, and I'm a big fan of this place as well. Some great sandwich choices there. All right, now we're really moving up the list, and number 5 is an old favorite. That is, and it's on all Carnival cruise ships, that is the Blue Iguana Cantina. That is where you're going to get your burritos. That's where you're going to get your taco salads. That's where you're going to get your tacos and a few other things. But yeah, if you want some really great tacos with a variety of different toppings, they will take care of you here. You can get a breakfast burrito, a number of different things that they offer you that you know, will tempt the Mexican flair that you may have on that given day. And so Blue Iguana Cantina comes in at number 5. All right, now number 4 is probably the most iconic free food offering on the Carnival fleet, and that's Guy's Burgers. And on the XL class, Guy's Burgers is given the royal treatment. Now, on my previous ranking, I had them tied with Blue Iguana Cantina, but I give Guy's number 4 on their own because they have their own separate, much larger venue, one deck higher than the Lido deck. And yeah, it's a lot more space and a lot more seating. It's like kind of like its own little restaurant on the ship. All right, and you can just go in there, and it's, you know, all the same offerings that you would get on a normal Carnival ship, just a much larger space, and you know, built to cater to more people. All right, so let's move on to the top 3. All right, so coming in at number 3 is the main dining room. On my previous rankings on the regular Carnival ship, that was number 1. And it dropped to number 3 on the XL class. And the reason being is there's just so many free food offerings that are available to you on the XL class that I didn't feel it necessary to go to the MDR as often. Now, on elegant nights, you can still get a really exceptional menu. Remember, at least one time a cruise on cruises of 6 days or more, they're going to offer you the free lobster tails. You can get 2 of those for free. If you order a third entree, it's going to be additional $5. But they offer that there. But part of the reason it's number 3 when you can get something like that in MDR is, well, I'll explain that in just a second. But the main dining room, again, number 3, you get a variety of different choices. The menu changes daily. So when you go there, you're going to have a choice of probably 6-7 different main entrees, a number of different appetizers, different desserts. It's a dining experience. So it's still a really great overall place to go to start your evening. So main dining room coming in at number 3. So number 2 is another specialty restaurant. Now, the specialty restaurants on the Carnival XL class, with the exception of Rudy's and the Steakhouse and Bonsai Teppanyaki, they offer free food. Now, the Cucina is no different. Cucina has a lot of the favorites that you would get on the specialty Cucina dining on the other Carnival ships, Vista and below, but it's at no cost. You know, for example, chicken parmesan, you can get that at no cost at Cucina. The other thing that's unique about Cucina is it's a large restaurant on the ship, but you can also, on the formal nights, you can also get your lobster. They offer it, you know, as to help the MDR out. You can also eat your lobster at that venue, and it's no extra charge. So that's another really good thing about Cucina. And then they have all the Italian favorites that people might like that they pay for on other ships. You don't pay for them at Cucina on this ship. So that is why Cucina is number 2 for me in the XL class. And number one, you've heard about it. You've heard about the rage, and the hype is real. Shaq's Big Chicken is amazing. I ate more meals here than any place on the ship. I couldn't get enough of it. I would go there for breakfast and have some of their chicken breakfast sandwiches. I would go for lunch, and I did that multiple times. I didn't go to some other places much at all because I'm like, I want another chicken sandwich. Now, you may say, and it would be a solid argument, that it's because it's the new thing, and maybe a year from now or two years from now, once Big Chicken has been around for a long time, it'll start evening out with the rest of the playing field. But it is an exceptional addition to the Carnival Cruise Lines, and I really, really wish that when some of these ships go into dry dock, they start adding Big Chicken among the offerings, so that's not just on the XL class. But I'll tell you that is one of the extra treats by going on one of these XL class ships, is you get to have Big Chicken, and it is really, really, really good. And it is my favorite. So that ranks number one. It is not a sit-down restaurant by any means. I mean, obviously there are tables just outside the restaurant, but it's kind of like, Guy's Burger or Blue Iguana Cantina, where you just kind of wait in line. You get your sandwich and fries and whatever, and you take it to some table, near the pool and enjoy your sandwich. So that's it, everybody. I don't know whether you agree with these rankings or not. That's what they are. That's the way I feel about them. Like I said, I can't wait to get back on the Carnival celebration in June. I'm actually going twice, and then I have it booked for Thanksgiving as well. So super excited to go on there and maybe give these rankings a small adjustment based on what I feel these next cruises bring. But that's it. Again, if you are not already a Coach Cruise subscriber, we would love so much if you would hit that subscribe button and the like button. And like I say, give me your comments on what you feel was good about the rankings, what you were surprised by, what you might agree with, disagree with. Any of that is great. And thank you so much for watching. And don't forget to check out our friend over at Funnelheads. Check out their rankings, see how they compared to mine, and let us know which one you agreed with more. So that's it, everybody. Take care. Have a great day, a great weekend, whenever you may be watching this. And we will talk to you later. See you on the next video.
Make me any bad than the incredible team that are out there that do such an awesome job.
Oh, sure.
And secondly, and this one is huge, like and subscribe. Ring that notification bell so you know when this man is posting more videos.
I appreciate that you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Lee. And the amazing Lee Mason.
I just can't get away from a good time.